Dear homeowner, my name is David, owner at Inspect Canada, BC's most trusted and highest rated home inspection company on Google. In this short presentation, I will be talking to you about pre-listing inspections, inspections done for the seller. As you know, we are now shifting from a seller's market to a buyer's market. A seller's market happens when there's a shortage in housing or more potential buyers than homes, which was the case throughout COVID. A buyer's market, on the other hand, occurs when there's a surplus in housing or more home for sale than buyer. This is the market that we're in right now and could last 12 to 18 months. During these times, property values are on the decline, and if your plan is to sell, the faster you sell, the better. During COVID, the market was so hot that buyers didn't even dream of asking for a home inspection, as they would for sure have their offer rejected. Now the situation has reversed. Your home will most likely have an inspection for the buyer. Many potential issues will be found. Buyers now have options. Surprises are not in your best interest. Now, if someone told you that something was going to hit you in the head, you would be in a much better position to protect or prepare yourself. You could put a helmet on as opposed to not knowing, then bam! Now that you know that your home is going to be inspected, you can prepare yourself for it. You can take control of the situation and have it pre-inspected. A pre-listing inspection shows you the future. You will know ahead what the inspector for the buyer will discover. When we inspect for buyers, everything that we find during the inspections are news to them. They are issues they didn't know about before they submitted their offer. It often brings concerns and worries to them, especially if they're first-time home buyer. Their offers were submitted based on what their untrained eyes could see. Of course, they noticed that the carpet needs replacing and that the cabinets are scratched and there's a floor tile that's cracked. But a home inspection report often includes over 50 plus deficiencies that can overwhelm the buyer. And you don't know who the inspector is going to be. He or she may be a terrible communicator. They may try to kill the deal on purpose to get more inspections from the buyer. Home inspectors are super paranoid, knowing that whatever they miss, they may have to pay to get it fixed. So they will include everything, no matter how small it is, and more. Also, keep in mind that a home inspection, whether the home is perfect or not, gives the buyer a way out. Most buyers are extremely worried, especially nowadays. They may have friends or family members that are telling them that the market is going to crash, a recession is coming, and that the houses will be cheaper next year. And with all that, they may see the home inspection report as a sign to wait or keep looking, not understanding that there are no perfect homes out there, and that maybe 30 of those deficiencies could be fixed within a few hours using a local handyman, and that another 15 are simply recommendations. For the bigger items that could potentially create problem during the transaction, it can be handled in a few different ways. First, you could pay to have it fixed, or you could get a quote for it and disclose it to the buyer and explain that this is why the price of the house is set to where it is. Let's say, for example, that you would have some of the deal killer issues like active leaks. It's okay to have old plumbing, but when you have old plumbing with active leaks, it often creates a problem that the buyer doesn't want to deal with. You might not know about these leaks, but we use infrared cameras and moisture meters. We will find them. You could have those leaks repaired easily and affordably. Let's say you have pest activity in your attic, garage, or even inside the home. You could always have a pest control company give you a quote and start the process so that when you have a buyer, it could be disclosed to them that you have already started a remediation process and that by the time they move in, it will be history. People don't want problems, they want solutions. And again, you may be thinking, why would I tell them all that? Because their inspectors will find out. This information will be coming out. Your home will get inspected. This is how it works. We schedule an inspection time. The goal is to find everything that the buyer inspector would find. Once the inspection is done, we produce a digital report with pictures and locations of everything and give you a full presentation of our findings, offer solutions, and the best way to address them. You then, with the help of your real estate professional, decide what you would like to do. If you decide to make some repairs, you will be able to list them on a separate form that you can give to the buyer. If you rather have us going back to verify the repairs and remove them from the report, we offer that service. If the buyer decides to get their own home inspection, it will only reinforce trust and credibility, as both reports will be very similar. A buyer cannot renegotiate on items that they already knew prior to placing the offer. That is why it is important to share the report with them. Since it would be inspected by us, BC's highest rated home inspection company, the chance that the buyer get their own inspection, even though it is recommended, is very small. Therefore, speeding up the sales process, maximizing your return, and creating a win-win situation for both you and the buyer. The cost of a seller inspection is the exact same cost as a buyer inspection, as they are both the same. All our pricing is on our website. We also offer a free platform called preinspected.com to host the report so that it can be downloaded by prospective buyers. As soon as a prospective buyer downloads the report, your real estate agent will receive their contact information and will be able to follow up quickly and answer any of their questions. And again, speeding up the sales process. A sign can be added to show that the property is pre-inspected, which will also set your listing apart. And on top of all that, we also include a buyback guarantee where if, within 90 days of taking possession, the buyer finds anything and wish they didn't buy the house, we will buy it back for 100% of what they paid. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to reach out to me directly by phone at 778-683-7147, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Let's sell this house fast and for as much as possible. Thank you for your time.